Welcome to English 15. Yep, I'm Nas and I've come up with something new. This is the playlist that cuts through the nonsense, that burns those idiom lists and gets straight to what actually upgrades your English, 15 idioms in context with a native English speaker like myself, 15 advanced words, and so much more every single episode. There's no grammar. There aren't endless explanations, just the language real speakers used with my, I hope, it's witty, humorous, sarcastic commentary. Now, here's how it works. Each video gives you a a set of 15 of high-level vocabulary or idioms you can actually use in conversations, in meetings, in arguments. The kind of English that makes people say, all right, this person knows what they're doing. This person knows how to speak English. Okay, are you ready to test your knowledge? Let's go. First up, to stroll. I like to stroll along the river on Sunday mornings. Stroll. To be honest, when I'm in Italy, I love to stroll along the lake every day, especially in the evenings. I like to stroll. I love to stroll for an hour or two. Does it mean to run quickly or to walk in a slow, relaxed way? Perfect, to walk in a slow, relaxed way. Next up, whim. She bought the painting on a whim. Oh, I'm so guilty of this, buying things on a whim. I see it, I like it, I want it, I buy it on a whim. Is it a sudden, impulsive idea or desire or action, or is it a long-term plan? Come on, we're talking about me. I do things on a whim. I'm impulsive. Yes, you guessed it. It's a sudden, impulsive idea or a desire or an action. Next up, analyze. Scientists analyze the data, potato, before publishing results. Scientists analyze the data, before they publish the results. Do they copy it without thinking, like I sometimes do with ChatGPT? Bad move, don't do it. Or do they examine it in detail for understanding? Perfect. Perfect. How are you doing so far? Number 4, illustrate. Illustrate. So the professor used diagrams to illustrate the concept. He used diagrams to illustrate the concept. Did he want to confuse everyone with examples? Or did he want to explain it, to make it clear, using examples or using visuals? Yes, I love this word. If you do, hit that like button. Ambiguous. His answer was ambiguous, leaving everyone confused. And if you're wondering what's going on in the block on the right, I've tried editing this 10 times and it keeps showing up. It looks like we have a gremlin in this particular episode. So what is ambiguous? His answer was ambiguous, leaving everyone confused. You know, when people speak in word soups, Donald Trump, yeah, he's kind of ambiguous when he speaks, and he's speaking in English. I'm a native English speaker. I'm confused. So, what is ambiguous? Is it open to more than one interpretation and unclear? Or is it clear and straightforward? I mean, I just gave you Donald Trump as an example. Is he clear and straightforward? Very colorful or decorative. Okay, that could be Donald Trump. So maybe not a great example. Ambiguous. But his answer was ambiguous. Everyone was confused. Would you say that it was open to more than one interpretation and unclear? Let's give it a try. Fantastic. Let's move on to number 6. Resolve, resolve, resolve. They managed to resolve the conflict peacefully. Resolve. Does it mean to argue endlessly or to find a solution to a problem or conflict or to create a plan without action? Resolve, resolve. They managed to resolve the conflict peacefully. I'll give you a couple seconds to think about it. If you said to find a solution to a problem or conflict, fantastic. Number 7, substantial, substantial, substantial. The company made a substantial profit last year. Substantial, small and insignificant, unusual or strange, large in amount, importance, or degree. Substantial, substantial. Perfect. Substantial, large, large. Profound, profound. Oh, the book had a profound impact on her thinking. I'm actually doing a book club right now. The Mountain Is You, and the book is having a profound impact on my students. Very deep, intense, or significant, superficial or shallow, light and humorous. This book has a profound impact. Very deep, it's intense, it's significant, profound. Inevitable, 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 inevitable. Let it roll off your tongue. Inevitable. Certain to happen and unavoidable, unlikely to happen, or happening occasionally. Now, if something happens occasionally, there's an idiom for that. Do you know it? It's got to do with the moon and the word blue. And if you know it, would you like to pop it in the comments? But now we're talking about it's inevitable. It's inevitable. Change is inevitable in life. Growing old is inevitable unless you're that guy who is spending millions to increase his longevity and he takes 200 vitamin pills every morning. If you're not him, then old age is inevitable. Death is inevitable, right? Everyone dies. Death is inevitable. So, which answer would you like to go for? This one? Certain to happen? Unavoidable? Perfect. Halfway there. Oh, no, not halfway. Number 10. Number 10. It's 10 out of 15. Perspective. Perspective. Traveling abroad gave him a new perspective and culture. I have got to say that having traveled to, I think it's 30 countries, and I lived in 2, China for a year and a half, Turkey for 10 years, and I spend about 4 months a year in Italy. All of this traveling really gives me a new perspective on life, on culture, perspective, perspective. Is it a type of drawing? Though I have to say, in art, you do work with perspective, an objective measure of size, or is it a particular point of view or way of considering something? Now, remember that context matters, so you can't just learn wordless. You've got to read the word in the sentence. And here, perspective means a particular point of view or way of considering something. By the way, are you someone who loves to travel? And has it changed your perspective of the world? Is there a particular country that you went to that changed your perspective? Let me know in the comments. Number 11, frivolous. Oh, frivolous. Guilty. Frivolous. She spent money on frivolous things instead of saving. I'm so guilty. So guilty of this frivolous spending. Or I spend money on frivolous things sometimes. But you know, as I'm getting older, I'm getting better. I don't spend as much on frivolous things. So, frivolous, very heavy, very important. Not serious or sensible, kind of trivial. Or is it careful and precise? And yes, yes, you guessed it. Not serious, not sensible. That's me. Trivial, trivial. So, frivolous, frivolous spending, not sensible. Ugh, me, like I said, guilty. Vitriol. Oh, vitriol, vitriol. I know someone who is full of vitriol. But let's talk about this other guy. His speech was full of vitriol against the opposition. Sometimes Trump is full of vitriol. Yeah, especially when he's talking about people he doesn't like. So, bitter and harsh criticism or anger, sweet praise, or is it a soft material? And again, my apologies, there's a gremlin in our quiz today. It's repeating everything, but just because it's repeated, it does not mean that is the correct answer. So, vitriol. His speech was full of vitriol. He was angry, he was bitter, he was harsh. Fantastic. Number 13, lavish. Oh, by the way, we just did a video on the Kris Jenner party at the Bezos mansion. It was lavish. It was lavish. Lavish. They hosted a lavish party for their anniversary. Oh, the wedding was lavish. Lavish. Or they went on a lavish vacation. Lavish. Better than luxury. So, is it economical or cheap? I don't think so. Is it simple and plain? Bezos? I don't think so. Rich, elaborate, luxurious, lavish. Yes, you guessed it. Perfect. Number 14, solemn. Solemn. The ceremony was solemn and respectful. Solemn. The funeral was solemn and respectful. So, was it serious, formal, dignified? Was it joyful and playful? Remember, I used the example of a funeral. Or was it ordinary and casual? Solemn. Also, pay attention to the pronunciation. Solemn. I know there are lots of extra letters in there that are silent. Solemn. Solemn. The ceremony was solemn and respectful. Yes, it was serious, formal, and dignified. Last on the list, and how excellent are you? I need to know in the comments below. But let's do number 15, which is finicky. Finicky. He is very finicky about his coffee, insisting on a precise temperature. By the way, Italians are quite finicky about their pasta. They want it to be al dente, precisely 10 minutes in boiling water. I have a friend who is finicky about his pasta. They're also quite finicky about meal times. Breakfast at a certain time, lunch at 1, dinner at 8 or later, depending on the season. But they finicky. I love them. I love the Italians, but they're quite finicky about food and meal times. So, does this mean that they're easygoing and relaxed, or they difficult to please? Very particular about the details. I'm not going to say difficult to please, but I'm going to say they're very particular about the details. Are they careless or messy? No, no, no. Finicky. Finicky. Some people are very finicky about their homes. Everything has to be in its precise place, right? So, very particular about details. But if someone's finicky, they could also be difficult to please. For example, if you cook the pasta for 12 minutes, they're not going to be happy. So let's go with this one. Fantastic. So now I need something from you. I need to know your score. Is your English excellent? And hey, it's A-okay if you did not get all 15 correct, because now that you've worked through this with me, you know these 15 words. If you take the test again, you're going to get them all correct. So thank you so much for joining me again today. I'm Nas. It's ciao for now, but oops, before I go, I have to remind you to take a moment to like and subscribe. And if you have a friend who's studying English, share with a friend. Thank you so much for doing this for me. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And now it's ciao for now.